What's up, YouTube family and Browns fans everywhere? This is Cleveland football, and I'm your host, Terrence Hudson. All right. So another disappointing outing, especially in the game that I thought that we should have been able to overcome the adversity that we was facing and win. All right, you don't have a Jadeveon Clowney, you don't have a Myles Garrett, you don't have an Anthony Walker Jr. And we only give up 23 points. All right, we have to be able to score. We have to be able to make a play when needed, and we just not there yet for some reason. We just not there yet. I mean, let's go back to the beginning of the game, that opening drive. We go for it on fourth down, and then Jacoby Brissett. You got to give the guys a chance to make a play. All right, and he throws it out the back of the end zone. Like, for one, we got to consider kicking right there. I understand being aggressive. I understand being looking at the analytics of it all. But sometimes you got to just say, look, we're on the road. Points are hard to come by. All right, we have to take the points. I know it's easy to say that in hindsight, but I think that sometimes you just got to take the points. And we didn't, because you hold a Marcus Mariota, I call him Marcus Scariota, 7 for 19, 139 yards, and a pick, and they beat us? Like, and really, the run game, they ran it down our throat. And it comes down to situational football at the end. They had the guy Tyler Algier, 10 for 84. He averaged 8 yards a carry. Caleb Huntley, guy they bring in off the practice squad. All right, and he did his thing, 10 for 50. They were just gashing us. That drive at the end of the third, going into the fourth, where they were 10 straight runs, and there was nothing we could do. That's demoralizing. But even despite all that, all right, we still could have come out on top in this game, man. I mean, the guy completed 7 balls. Right? We gotta be able to make a play. I mean, you got we threw 35 passes. You know, maybe we could have ran a little bit more this game. 21 to 35, 234 yards. Outside of the DPJ deep ball where he dived, that was a great catch. Diving for it, we can't really stretch the defense. We had nobody that could stretch the defense. Cooper, 1 catch for 9 yards? Against who? Against who? The guy traveling with him. Like, you the one. You the one. We should be isolating you backside. This guy's traveling with you, which is saying I can take you out the game. All right? You're canceled. You're eliminated. You got to go somewhere else with the ball, and that's what happened. Come on. Hey. This is where scheme comes into play, all right? Where you don't have the guys, okay, catch one, make a guy miss, and boom, he gone, all right? Or they could just flat out just outrun the defense. We don't have that. And so you got to come up with scheme. You got to have a scheme. Everything was short to mid-range. We had a couple long ones. And Jacoby, he overthrew some guys. Where he just throwing it out there as far as he can, and the guy run up under it. But we don't have the speed like that on the outside. I haven't seen it, and I haven't seen it in years. We just don't have that yet. And then 1 for 9. We gotta be. Come on. All right. DPJ 5 for 71. And then most of that was on that long one, and then Njoku 5 for 73. And then how many screens we go through? Like, we threw more screens then, and they just snuffed it out every time. Like, how many tight end? We probably throw more tight end screens. We did a whole flea flicker to throw a tight end screen. And I normally don't criticize our play calling when the run game is on because everything is flowing. But at some point you have to have something there to be able to switch some things up, to get some guys open, to have a play in your back pocket for when you need it. Like, okay, boom, I got this, bam. And we just didn't have it. And still had a chance at the end. I mean, Brissett went for the gusto. All All right, 3rd and long, he went for it all on that one play. He didn't have to. And I think that's where you got to be in his ear. And I don't know if the quarterback coach or whoever's in the headset or if coach is in his ear telling him that, look, we don't need it all right now. Okay, we don't need it all right now. And I don't know if they talk to guys like that if they don't want to mess them up. But I'm telling him, look, we got 2 plays, all right? We got 2 plays. We already know this 4th down. You don't have to have it all at once. And he threw it up in the triple coverage to a guy, man. Like, despite of them, the way they ran on us, all right, it still was a game we should have won. Some bright spots on defense. I saw Delpit made a play. Make a play. He made some plays. He did. He had some breakups. He was coming up. And then the interception, and then the young boy with the sack. But otherwise, like 20 points, like. You got to find some ways to generate some offense using the talent that we got, using the men that we got with the skill set that they have to maximize their skill set. Not just, okay, this is what we run, and then, okay, they'll get theirs within what we run. Sometimes you got to design. Ain't no way. Cooper 1 for 9 yards? Like, shoot, throw him a screen. But that's what I got for you. And these are games you look back on in January. We got the Chargers. I mean, the Chargers got some pieces. They got receivers all over the place. We had them last year. Man, we got some terrible calls last year, especially in the secondary against the Chargers. So I'm hoping to get some revenge on them. Let's take it out on the Chargers. We can beat them. We should be able to put them down and get this win and stay atop of the division. If any consolation to this past weekend, that the Steelers were all getting on us about losing to the Jets. They lose to the Jets, and then also the Ravens lose to the Bills. Another questionable call or another questionable decision by the coach who wouldn't kick the field goal, and y'all got the game tied. Wow. So that's where we're at, man. If you like, hit the like button. Be sure to share, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe.